All right. Hi there, everybody. This is Rick DeLuca with the DeLuca Real Estate Group. And today we're going to be talking about appraisals with.
Selena Ball with Copper State Appraisal Services.
Yeah, so Selena is a licensed appraiser here in Arizona. How long have you been appraising?
I've been in the industry for 5 years. I've been an actual licensed appraiser for 3.
Awesome. Okay, great. So Selena has a lot of experience, so she's here today to explain, we'll discuss with us a little bit more about all these NAR changes. The National Association of Realtors is obviously made these changes between the buyer's agent and the buyer, where basically the buyer's agent is being paid directly from the buyer. Now typically, the buyer would send their funds in and get their loan. It'd go to the seller. They'd pay their agent, the seller's agent, and then the seller's agent would cooperate, what they call it, with the buyer's agent and compensate them.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's just a little bit of a different process. So first off, what we see is all over the headlines is this is going to reduce commissions being paid out to agents by like save homeowners $20 billion. I think I saw one headline. So what do you think, Selena, in the market, this change is going to have, the effect is going to have?
Nothing, essentially, just because at the end of the day, the negotiation always happened and it's still going to happen, but upfront. It's going to just be an upfront conversation. Buyer's agents and seller's agents have always been paid. It's just more of a conversation about what it looks like on the front end of something versus the back end.
Yeah. So we see all these headlines and it sounds great, but in reality, people are most likely going to still use agents, buyer's agents, seller's agents, things like that. And we're even seeing how, it's like, how do you pay this? Well, typically, like right now, a lot of it, people put their down payment, but the money comes from the lender.
Mm-hmm.
So we have conventional financing, FHA, VA are the most typical. And we're already seeing that they're giving guidelines, underwriting guidelines, and maybe you've seen some of this too.
Yeah.
About how they're allowing the concessions to be used
In the loan.
for the buyer's commission.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not seeing the commissions go away. We're just seeing them kind of redistributed in a different way.
Yeah, which I think is very similar to seller concessions. It's just a different way of negotiating a sell price, but it's all still there.
Yeah.
But just potentially divvied up in a different way.
Okay. Yeah, we see that, and when we enter in the data into the MLS, we typically enter in seller's concessions.
Yeah.
But there is a spot, or there always has been one for buyer's concessions. So there's all kinds of different ways to do a transaction. A lot of times we see this is the way it's done, but of course everything's negotiable. Every transaction is a little different. Now, so we have that, and so we see a lot of people are asking, hey, what's this going to do to the market? Is all the houses going to drop, a few percent because of the commissions are gone away? What do you think, in your opinion, the market's going to do?
Well, the commissions are just not being disclosed on MLS. They're not going away. So I don't really think that it changes the market in that sense. The prices are still the same. It doesn't drop a price because of commissions.
Yeah. And when you see the MLS, it displays, obviously for agents,
Yeah.
what the commission right now sellers have always offered to the buyer's agent, right?
Uh-huh.
And I mean, another good example is, let me ask you this. Sometimes you see, certain percentages, a high percentage. Sometimes you see a low percentage. So I've seen where it's a flat fee
Yeah.
or nothing. Has that ever affected like the appraisal?
No, not at all. As an appraiser, we do have to verify the information and understand how a sell happened, and the negotiation behind it. But most of the time, the only thing we're really analyzing are seller concessions and if that changed the market price. But in general, I've never seen it on the negotiation of compensation for sellers or buyer agents.
Yeah. So there you go. You can see that this big change and how it's going to end up being billions of dollars is really just kind of basically this change getting absorbed into the market, right?
Yeah, and it's just about educating buyers and sellers. But I guess there's always buzzwords around change. So
Yeah.
a lot of scare tactics.
Yeah. So, but we try to be informative to our buyers and sellers, and we work with a lot of investors. So they're always interested in that because the commissions is obviously a cost, and it's investing is part of a business
Yeah.
and costs of making money or losing money. So this is very important to everybody. So now we kind of see more. So now everybody can kind of understand. If you guys have any questions, you can always reach out to us. And of course, Selena, where can we reach you at? What's like, do you have like a Instagram or social media?
It's mostly website based, and
Okay.
then my business line or email. So copperstateappraisal.com or copperstateappraisal@gmail.com. Or you can text or call me at 623-396-7946.
Okay, there you go. So if you have any questions, reach out to Selena, and now we all know the answers to the changes.
Thank you.
Thanks.